S. Chan presents Educational Video Lectures. Difficult concepts made easy. Study anywhere, anytime.
In the p-n junction diet, the p-n junction get formed when the given material is doped with the positive kind of material, or the positive doping is there, and the n type, that means n doping is also there. Now what will happen when the battery terminals, they are connected with this given kind of semiconductor or given kind of junction? Now what will happen when it is forward biased and the reverse biased? So that will clearly understand by us in the IV characteristics of p-n junction.
If you want to study this topic in detail, refer to the book by S. Chan Publishing. Link is provided in the description box.
Welcome to S. Chan Academy, myself Dr. Narinder Kaur. So let us start what will happen to the p-n junction when there is a forward biasing and also there is a reverse biasing. Now what will happen? Forward biasing means the external voltage that is applied across the p-n junction diode, that will reduce the potential barrier from constituting the easy flow of current through, that is called the forward bias. While in the reverse bias, the external voltage that is applied to the p-n junction to strengthen the potential barrier, and that will prevent the flow of current through it, that is called the reverse bias. Now what does it mean? So that means if this is a p-n junction, when there is no biasing or the no voltage is applied to this material, so if this is a p type and that is a n type, we know that electrons will flow from n to p and holes will flow from p to n, and due to this flow of electrons, now in this region they will combine with each other and they will get neutralized. So in the depletion region there is a neutral atoms are get present. Now when they are neutralized at the boundary, in this side we know that the positive charge is get developed and here the negative charge is get developed. Now we want the electrons, again further electrons, to jump from n to p. So that will not happen. Why this is so? Because a negative charge is developed at this end. And again if we want the p from holes will jump from p to n, again that will also not happen. Now why this is so? Because the positive charge is developed at this end. So due to development of these opposite charges on p and n, so further movement of charge carrier, that is not possible. So that means the depletion region is there. So that means no current is flowing through this device. Now how the current can starts flowing? So that will be flow. Now if the positive terminal of the battery is connected with the p and the negative terminal is connected with the n. Now due to this positive terminal, so that means now the direction of electric field, that is from this to this. Now here the opposite direction is this one. So that means the higher potential that is applied in the reverse direction to the potential which is developed in the depletion region. So that means when the positive is connected over here, this positive will start. So that means the positive charge is here and the negative is here. So due to positive charge over here, now this voltage is more than the electric field which is developed over here. Now if this voltage is more, so automatically this positive charge will again start taking the electron from n region. So electrons will further start jumping from n to p. That means the current will start flowing through the p-n junction diode and we can measure that current. Again electron negative is there, so more negative is there, that means the hole can jump from p to n. So that means this barrier that will be reduced. So that means when our p-n junction, it is connected such kind of, that means in the forward biasing. Forward biasing means positive is connected with the p and the negative is connected with the n. So in such kind of that, the thickness of depletion region that will be get smaller. So that means it is get reduced over here. Now if it is get reduced, so automatically the current in the device that can be enhanced. So current that can be enhanced over here, but that is up to some voltage, because again when the more and more electrons will jump from n to p, again the more positive charge that will be developed over here. Again, more electrons will jump, more positive charge will be developed. Again, negative will be there. So that will be developed. So that means up to some limit of the voltage or in the forward biasing, we can enhance the current. Again, if we want the further current to be get increased, this applied voltage that can be enhanced over there. So when the applied voltage that is increased further, again more positive is there, it can attract more electrons. Again more negative is there, it can attract more holes from the P. So that means the current that can be enhanced. So such kind of motion in which by applying the external battery such that in such a way that P is connected to the positive and N is connected to the negative. So in such kind of battery connections, that is known as a forward biasing, and the current that can be enhanced. So that is known as a forward biased PN junction. Now what is the meaning of reverse biased PN junction? So in the reverse biasing of PN junction, here the depletion region is there again. So this is a P and that is a N. So positive charges develop over here and the no battery is there. Now the battery is connected such a way that negative is connected to the P and positive is connected to the N2 of the battery. That means negative is here and the positive is here. So negative means now it will further prevent the flow of electron. That means now this negative is there, so electron cannot jump from N to P. Now if the positive is there, then automatically what will happen? The holes cannot jump from P to N. So that means the current that will be very small. Now we know that here electrons are majority carrier and holes are minority carrier. Holes are present in a very small amount. Now this positive charge, it can attract to the holes. Now if it can attract to the holes, so that means the charge carrier there start moving in the PN junction. And also positive is there, this positive can attract electron from the P, because in the P type the holes are majority while electrons are minority carrier. Minority means they are also present in a very small amount. Now if electrons are minority carrier, these electrons can move from P to N, but their amount is very small, so that's why smaller amount of the current will be present in the device when it is in the reverse bias condition. So when on further increasing this voltage, the current, there is no current. So that means when the P is connected with the negative and N is connected with the positive terminal of the battery, so there is no current in the device, or you can say that very small amount of the current is present in the device due to presence of minority charge carrier in P type and N type. While due to presence of majority charge carrier, there is no current in the reverse biasing condition of the PN junction. So this is the explanation of first point. So that means the external voltage that which is applied across the PN junction diode, that will reduce the potential barrier. So what does it mean? Reduce the potential barrier means it will reduce the thickness of depletion region, and due to reduction in the thickness of depletion region, so there is reducing in the value of the when the depletion region is reduced, that means the further movement of charge carrier that can be possible. So this kind of condition that is known as a forward biased, and also if the depletion region is reduced, the charge carrier that can flow easily. While in the reverse biasing, what will happen? This potential barrier that is strengthened, that means the depletion region thickness that will be enhanced. So automatically that will prevent the flow of charge carrier. So charge carrier can't flow. So this kind of motion that is known as a reverse biasing. So next is a connection, how that is connected. So in this case, the positive terminal of the battery that is connected to P type of semiconductor, and the negative terminal of the battery that is connected to N type of semiconductor. While in this case, the negative terminal of the battery that is connected to P region, and the positive terminal that is connected to the N type semiconductor. So that means these, in both of the cases, the connections are reversed to each other. So our main focus is on the forward biasing, because in the forward biasing the current is very large when the P type of material that is connected to the positive terminal, and the negative type N type material that is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Now barrier potential means, you can say that the barrier potential means electric field which is developed. So the electric field, because in the opposite, in this case, when there is a forward direction, now the depletion region is here, here is a positive charge, this is a negative charge. So this is known as the potential here, the potential barrier. So in the forward case, the depletion region thickness is get reduced, so automatically this that is get reduced, because this P that is connected to the positive and the N that is connected to the negative of the terminal. So that means this depletion region that is get reduced in case of forward biasing, while the potential barrier that is get strengthened, or you can say that its thickness that is get increased when the material is, or the PN junction that is in the reverse biasing. Next is a voltage. So anode's voltage is greater than the cathode voltage. So what does it mean? So we know that in this case the positive terminal that must have the higher voltage, that is on the higher potential rather than the lower potential. So that means the anode potential that must be greater than the cathode potential, while that is reversed in the reverse biasing. So cathode voltage that must be greater than the anode voltage. Now next is a forward current. Forward current that will be large, and in this case it will be small. Now why this is so? Because in the forward current we know that the charge carriers are current that is due to the majority charge carrier. So majority charge carrier, they are present in the larger amount. So that's why forward current that will be large in case of forward biasing and small in case of reverse biasing. So why this is so? Why there is a small amount of current is there? Because in the reverse biasing there is a small amount of current is present due to presence of minority charge carrier, and the minority charge carrier, their concentration is quite low as comparison to majority charge carrier. So that's why small current will be there. Then depletion region layer, the thickness of that layer that will be reduced, or you can say that it is thin in case of forward biasing, and it will be get larger or thicker in case of reverse biasing. The resistance, automatically more is the current, that means smaller will be the resistance. So resistance that will be low in case of forward biasing, while it is high in case of reverse biasing. And the current flow that is allows in case of forward biasing, because due to a presence of positive to the P terminal and negative to the N terminal, again the electrons that will be get attracted toward the P and holes that will be attracted toward the N. So charge carrier that can easily flow in case of forward biasing. So that means the current flow is allowed, while in this case the opposite terminals are present in case of reverse biasing. So the charge carrier can flow. So automatically current flow will be there is no flow of the current. Next is the magnitude of current that will depend upon the forward voltage. More is the voltage applied to the P, more will be the motion of the majority charge carrier. So automatically more will be the current. While in this case reverse biasing, there is no flow of charge carrier or majority charge carrier. So current that is approximately equals to 0. Now if the current is 0, so automatically we know that the current is 0 in case of insulators. So that means PN junction will termed as insulator in case of reverse biasing, and it is termed as conductor in case of forward biasing. So this is the comparison between the forward biasing and the reverse biasing. So now let us take a short break. So after that we will study what is the IV characteristics of PN junction.
Now quality learning is easily available at your doorstep. S. Chand Academy brings detailed lectures based on AICTE curriculum as per the New Education Policy 2020. So do not forget to subscribe to the S. Chand Academy and access the wide world of knowledge conveniently sitting at your home. Stay connected and keep watching S. Chand Academy. Happy learning!
Welcome to S. Chand Academy. So now till now we have understood what is the PN junction, how it operates when it is forward, there is a forward biasing, and then there is a reverse biasing. Now we will understand what are the IV characteristics and some of the application of PN junction. So now what are the IV characteristics of this PN junction? So IV characteristics means, or VI characteristics means, we will plot the current versus voltage. Now what will happen when the material is forward biased, how the current is changed with the voltage. And next in the reverse biasing, so when there is a reverse bias is there, so now when the current is changed with voltage, now what will happen? So that kind of plot means V, I means V means voltage, I means current. So that means when there is a variation of current with respect, we will enhance the voltage and measure out the current. So such kind of characteristics or variations between the current and voltage, that is known as IV characteristics of PN junction diode. Now this is a forward region. Now that is a reverse region. So now I will explain you one by one. So what will happen in the forward biasing? So forward biasing means, so we are enhancing here voltage in the positive direction, and what will happen to the current? So now in the starting, when there is no voltage, there is no flow of charge carrier due to presence of depletion region. So or you can say that there is no completion of the circuit is there, so current will be 0. So that means at 0 voltage, the current will be 0 in the PN junction. Now slowly we will start increasing the voltage, and what will happen to the current? So as the voltage goes on increasing, so meanwhile we know that the current goes on increasing. So that means almost there is a linear variation in the voltage and the current. So that means we are increasing the voltage, automatically current will be increased. So up to some voltage, so there is a linear variation in the current. So now after some time, when the voltage is further increased, so such kind of variation will be there. So that means when the on further increasing the voltage, the current is enhanced. So at some voltage, the current is very large. So this is this kind of characteristics, these are known as a, so that means at this voltage, or you can see that if this is a V0 voltage, the current will enhanced. So such kind of characteristics, they are known as a forward biased characteristics. Now what will happen at the V0? So V0 is a voltage that is known as a breakdown voltage. So that also exists in the forward biasing and also in the reverse biasing. But in the forward biasing, that means, now if this is a p-type material and that is a n-type material, and it is connected to the positive and that is connected to the negative. There is a terminal, now the negative is developed over here and the positive is there. So that means when very large amount of voltage is present, so that the material cannot withstand up to that voltage. So at that voltage, this barrier that will be reduced, or it will be vanish over here. When this barrier that is vanished over here, electrons can freely move from P to N and holes can move from N to P. So that can be happen over here. So at this voltage, the current is enhanced over here. That means when there is a smaller value of the voltage is there is almost linear kind of variation is there. So such kind of characteristics, they are known as a forward bias characteristics. Now what will happen in the reverse characteristics? Now next is the reverse bias region. So now what will happen in the reversed bias region? So reversed bias region means the p-type terminal that is connected to n-type and n-type is connected to the p-type. We know that in this case the size of depletion region that is very large. So that means we are increasing the voltage over here. So there is no current. That means current in the reverse direction that is almost equals to 0. So there is smaller amount of current is present. So this is a small amount of current is present. This current is due to the presence of Monodromy charge carrier, or that is known as a reverse leakage current. So that means the current which is present due to presence of Monodromy charge carrier on both the terminal P and N, this is known as a leakage current. Now what will happen at this voltage? That is known as a breakdown voltage. So now at this case, that means now in the breakdown voltage what will happen? Here is the P and the N is there. So reverse battery is there, that means it is connected to negative and that is connected to positive. Now we are enhancing the voltage in the reverse direction. So that means now in this case we know that the size of depletion region that is goes on increasing. Here is a N and there is a positive type. That means when this N is large, very large, it is beyond the breakdown or it is up to the breakdown voltage. This N will start attract this positive charge, or you can say that the donor ionized atoms. We know that here the ionized atoms are present, ionized donor atom, because they are having a positive charge on it. So these ionized donor atom, they will start moving from this end to here. Also there are the acceptor donor acceptor atoms are present. Ionized acceptor atoms means now here the positive, or you can say the acceptor atoms are present over here. So these acceptor atoms, they will start moving towards the positive charge, that means towards the n side. So when ions itself starts moving due to presence of this voltage, so that means whole of the, we means these acceptor atoms, that means majority charge carrier and minority charge carrier, they will start moving from n to p and p to n. So such kind of condition, that is known as a breakdown condition. So that means now we know that due to presence of electron, if the current is present, that is equals to 1 ampere. Now when the aluminium negative ion, that is known as a acceptor atom. So aluminium negative ion, it must have 4 electrons in its valence shell. So automatically the current will enhance 4 times. So at this voltage, when the breakdown is occur, so the current is enhanced 4 times. You can say that it is enhanced 4 times to the normal value. So is such kind of condition, that is known as a breakdown condition. So that means in the breakdown, when the large amount of negative potential is applied to the P and positive is applied to the N, except the minority charge carriers or majority charge carrier, donor and acceptor ionized atoms, they will start moving itself. When the atoms are, or the ionized atoms, they will start moving, the current will be enhanced very large. So this kind of voltage is known as a breakdown voltage, and the current is very large. So that means this voltage is known as a breakdown voltage. So that means at this voltage or the point this voltage, current is enhanced in the reverse direction. The value of the current is very large. So that is due to movement of the ionized atoms which are present in the p type as well as in the n type. So in the p type there are the acceptor ionized atom, and in n type there are the donor ionized atom. So due to presence of these atoms on both sides, so the current that will be enhanced in a very large value. So this is known as the IV characteristics of a p-n junction diode. That means in the forward region the current is very large, while in the reverse region current is large after the breakdown voltage. So now next is the application of p-n junction diode. So p-n junction diode, that can be used as a photodiode, as which is diode which is sensitive to very light, which is sensitive to light. So light means the material which are sensitive to light, they are known as a the photosensitive material. So that's why p-n junction diode, that can be served as a photodiode which is sensitive to light, and it can be used in the solar cell also. Next is when the diode is forward biased, it can be used in the LED lighting applications. We know that in the forward biased direction the current is very large. So that means that it can lightening up the devices. So that's why in LED lighting applications, diode can be used in the forward direction. And it can also be used as a rectifier in many electric circuit, as a voltage control oscillator in the many rectors also. So these are the some applications of p-n junction diode. So among these applications, one is using this in the capacitor filter. So what is the meaning of capacitor filter? So in the capacitor filter, in order to get the enhanced output, capacitor and the load resistance, they are connected in series with each other, or they are connected in parallel also. So when they are connected to each other, so such kind of circuit diagram, that is known as a capacitor filter circuit. So capacitor filter circuit, that is designed circuit in which capacitor and the load resistance, they are connected with each other. Now why they are connected with each other? They are connected with each other basically in order to get output from the p-n junction diodes, or when the p-n junction diode has large kind of applications, so that can be used in the rectifier. So in case of rectifiers, in order to rectify the value of the voltage and current, so such kind of circuits they are used. That means we can use a capacitor and load resistance. So this kind of circuit, that is known as a capacitor filter. So that means here is the rectifier output. So with this we can connect here the half wave rectifier or the full wave rectifier. That is a major application of the p-n junction diode, and after connecting with this we can get the output through the load resistance. So that can be getting over here. So now this is the how the IV characteristics of p-n junction diode. how we can use this in the half wave and full wave rectifier, and next is how the capacitor filter is used in this case. So IV characteristics are explained very well, and also some of the applications of the PN junction diodes are there. So now these are the some of the applications of the PN junction diode and IV characteristics of the PN junction diode. So how the PN junction diode is working in the forward biased and the reverse biased, and how the current is get enhanced in both the direction. Thank you.
If you want to study this topic in detail, refer to the book by S. John Publishing. Link is provided in the description box. If you found our video interesting, please like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon.
All rights reserved. This video has been prepared for educational purposes only. No part of it may be reproduced or copied without the permission of the copyright holder.